right now. I don't even care. Am I live right now? It says I'm going live. You're live. Holy shit, everybody. It is now 3:13 in the morning on Friday. It is Friday. The 28th. It is 3:13 in the morning. I have been waiting for this. As you guys can see, Shadowbringers is now live. We're gonna just jump right into it. I don't even care right now. Um, yeah, we're just gonna just do this. This. Oh, oh god, I've been waiting. Oh shit, desktop audio. You guys hear that, right? Oh, there's no intro cinematic yet. We're just gonna jump right into it. I should get in a party with the fucking guys. Jumping right into it. I forgot to switch back to my paladin. Oh, damn it! Oh! Oh, come on, come on, come on. Damn it! This shit was almost instant! Oh! Alright, I'm gonna jump into the party with the guys. Um. God damn it! That was so close! Come on. We're doing this shit live. We're doing this fucking shit live. Come on. God fucking damn it. Hold on, I can't hear you guys. Minimize, minimize, minimize. I can minimize everything, I guess. That's just so I can minimize everything. Minimize, minimize, minimize. There is. Oh, I don't have the fucking. Uh. Damn it. Fuck. 544 people left. Alright, where's my headphones? What's the queue wait for you guys? I do care. You're already in? Dude, I did that. I was 5 minutes late and the queue time was in the thousands. 400. Would you lose? Oh, TP this.
About this whole process, so you won't need a cap.
No one's dead. we didn't look up nothing. We wanted it all to be a surprise. Shut your face. Whatever it needs. The heat of battle. I have less than 100 players in queue right now. Oh. So it's asking for parrot. Ooh, I'm in! Alright. No longer in party due to network error. Bull fucking shite. Oh, you disconnected me? Alright. Back. I've lost all my I've lost not all of my Oh, we are in, people. I got no music. Why? Oh, that's not right. Looks like we'll join the people later. Got a system configuration, sounds. Shit, all the way back up. There's still sound. No sound on my end. Hold on. Let's do that real quick. Playback. There we go. Jesus, hi. Okay, we're back. Alright, switching over to my Paladin. I gotta know. Great Sync Mastery. This is all. Attacking. This is all good. Oh, get Sword Oath at level. Oh, grants 3 stacks of Sword Oath. Okay. Alright. So, alright. This ability indicates stance Iron Will is in effect. Alright, so that's all different. What gauge was played? Okay, requires execute, shelter, cover, and innovation. Alright, so that's the same. I got mail, yes, I know. You shut your face. Shut your face. Got rid of for paladins. Fast blade, okay, so this is all the same. So it's fast blade, savage blade is no longer I gotta know my new rotations. Total Eclipse. Oh, there's after Total Eclipse. Bulwark is gone. Awareness is gone. Tempered Will is gone. Corpulence is gone. Sword Oath is gone. Sword Oath is gone, people. We don't get Sword Oath anymore. We don't get it until level 76 now. That is the problem now with the things. Circle. Alright, circles. Fight or flight is still a thing. Alright. Increases physical damage dealt by 'Fast. Alright, so Corn Blade. Alright, so Corn Blade's after Fast Blade. Yeah. Wait. No, combo after Riot Blade. Fast Blade, Riot Blade. So. There's that. I know all that. Okay, so Total Eclipse is now on the thing. Restores MP. Does this still restore? It does still restore MP. Flash is no longer a thing. Shield swipe is no longer a thing. Alrighty. Gotta look at my new rotations now. So, is it just Fast Blade, Riot Blade, and then one of these two? So Iron Will significantly increases MVP generation. Alright, so yeah, that's... So it's gonna be my tank stats. Effect ends upon reuse. Okay, Shelton blocks the next incoming attack. Ally takes reduces. Alright, so what's the, let's see, hold on. What was it? effect of Sword Mode. Yeah. Shield Bash. It still stuns. I still got Shield Bash. Iron Will. Shield Lob. Still got that. You guys is here for the storyline. Rage. Riot Blade, Riot Blade, Riot Blade. So it's Fast Blade. Alright, so it's Fast Blade, Riot Blade, and then one of these three. Do that. One of these three. Why is it say Royal Authority when it's Rage? Okay, that's a bug. Because Rage of Harlan doesn't exist anymore. That's weird. Spirit Within. Bone Seed decreases. Alright, so I gotta use that one. Cover still exists. Try to equip it and it just immediately becomes Royal Authority, so Rage of Harlan probably is its own thing now. Sentinel. Yep, got that. That's heal. Yeah. Unexpected potency, intervention. Divine Veil. So all this stuff is still effect. Yep. Alright. So this is gonna be weird. And that's time. This one's just a big bounce. It's the same thing. So that, I don't know why, that probably just upgrades to that. Probably here in trades. Yeah. Yeah, Rage of Harlan upgrades to Royal Authority. Gotcha. So Sword Oath we now get at 76. Here they are showing off Dancer and Ventilator. I'll show off those classes later. Right now we're going to hear for storyline. Unable to teleport at this time. It's because I'm in combat. It's because I'm in combat. We get far away enough. Right now, let's teleport. Teleport now, please. Wow. All my abilities kind of look kind of so bland. I'll make sure I have all of them. Right. Fast Blade, boom. Fight or Flight, boom. Riot Blade, boom. Total Eclipse, boom. That should probably be over here now. Alright. Total Eclipse, boom. Shield Bash, boom. Move it over here. Here. Iron Will, boom. Shield Lob, boom. Rage, turns into Royal Authority. Sentinel, boom. Circle of Scion, boom. Circle of Scorn, I mean. Enemy Within, boom. Shelton, boom. Province, boom. Cover, boom. Hollow Ground, got it. Goring Blade, got it. Divine Veil, got it. That's a buff. What is that? Clemency, but got it. Intervention, got it. Own Spirit, got it. Red Collision, got it. Passive Charm, got it. Sweet. Alright. Sun Wukong flying my way. People are in my way. Party due to network error. Taru! White Oak Weapons Coffer and Shadowbringer's orchestral roll. That's right, we're not max level anymore. We got some good news, Tataru. Good news, we've had a stroke of luck in search of that beacon. Apparently the colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the Crystal Tower. The path they've done, we have found the ironworks and the sun's not added to their numbers in the building. So then we are eager eyes, plenty of down here, checking under every rock and peering every nook and cranny. Still, seems like there's a lot of ground to cover. Ooh! Wi-Fi network connection lost. My internet better not fail me. This is I like the way that. So we better go and give them a hand. Sounds like tennis room, not tennis room. All right. Better go and give them a hand. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner we can travel to wherever the mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can help out our friends. Find a way to wake them, and before the Empire comes again. Meanwhile, we got no time to lose. There's a boat in North Silvertier waiting for ferry. Let's be on our way. Dude, this soundtrack sounds so good. Scion's Trench. Where is that? Wow, that's St. Cogent's Find. I'm gonna have someone else drive me there. Take just 1 minute. Had 3 playbacks. I've had 3 people come in. Some things haven't changed. Oh wait, no, I got a new mount. I gotta check them out. Mount guide. I got a fat black chocobo. Yeah. That soundtrack though. Heading off to the lake, get in the boat. Get in the boat! Oh. Staru, what do you got for me, girl?
Look how many people there are.
Voice acting!
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Has Biggs always had a voice line?
Biggs! Wedge!
Wedge has a thing for Tataru.
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions.
Get that pirate.
Jesse called it the chief of some other business. So we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
Alrighty, yeah, I don't know what happened to my chat. That's not what I wanted to do.
Not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
You're so posh.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be
Why
fine.
is it so dark?
This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
I like the little chatter in the background.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
Too far in.
What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
No, no, you don't.
What's happening?
Stay with me.
Fuck you.
Focus on my voice.
Give me back my friends.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Escape. What I am now. My webcam's not even turned on. I hope this is streaming in high definition. I don't want none of the 480p bullshit that YouTube has been giving me lately. Wait, that was Alpha.
Now, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Wait. What's going on? Idolin? Oh no, it's Minfilia.
Your time has not yet come.
Oracle of Light. Isn't that Minfilia? I need context here. I'll try to fix the party chat here in a minute. this. Where am I? I cannot imagine doing this with a character with like a full-on headgear.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Who is that? Oh, it's you again.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
That's the dude from the fucking intro. This time of night. It's as bright as day.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk yet, he'd reply. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
100 years ago. We're in the Valley of Light.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
I'm not a drinker.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Mom's around, he says.
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium. Dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt. the one true struggle.
I just got chills. Oh, that feels so good. Speak with Tataru. Alright, cool. I'm gonna try to figure this out now. Start. I do not know. So where are we now? Bell. Can I like teleport back to? I can. It's telling me to come here. Up. Listen to that soundtrack. Your internet connection is too slow to start remote play. I'm gonna say PAS.
Halt!
Hold. Rabbit lady!
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Yours, I do not. Why you speak like that? Why do they speak like Germans? This is a question I must know.
This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Okay. Why are you here?
From where do you hail?
Udal. The source? No, I'm from Udal.
Do you take me for a fool? No such place exists.
I say fuck you. I say
Had you
fuck you,
given
lady.
me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin, but instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
You will not suffer me to pass. And I will gladly say fuck you too.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Wait a minute. I know that. No! The traveler can't be dead. Oh, that upsets me on a whole new set of level.
Everything all right, Captain?
quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious fronts, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
The run of the city, huh? Am I free?
Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
I sure as hell hope so.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
All I want. No. Lag is real on this one. I do not trust that man.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
You're the one who has summoned me.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief.
A really great relief.
And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
That lag. Come on, join into the party. Cannot join party. Alright, well, I'll just quit out that thing so we don't hear the static.
As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Yeah, we're in desperate times at the moment. We're in the middle of war, and you decide to take me. Are my friends here? I'll yell at you later.
Ah, that is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
That doesn't help me, you piece. This
Let
child.
us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the Source as well.
I still don't trust this child.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
This is what happens when the light defeats the dark. every JRPG, every RPG in general, actually. You know how when you beat the main bad guy, everyone is happy, then the screen goes white, and then it rolls the credits? That is the world ending, because you have destroyed all darkness that has even infiltrated the world. Now, that's
Such a proud and vibrant city.
yes.
The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Crystarium. It's absolutely crazy. Jesus, hi. Everyone here. They're here to welcome my friend to the Crystarium. I gotta see what this new coffin is. Of course, use that. It looks nice. I mean, I think this was like, so what is it, 385? Yeah, this is for people, because when you beat it, if you're not farming for the ultimate weapon, you end on like 380 gear. So just having this 385 gear is definitely really good. I do like that. I do like that a lot, actually. Especially it being high quality. Yeah. But I was a nerd and decided to farm with everyone. Okay, everyone's being an asshole and covering up. Now, for full discussion and privacy is in order. But I think our conversation will be more meaningful if you would first gain a firm grasp of the situation. To that end, I would like you to visit the civic leaders. Glean something to this world and its participants. You see, the path will take you to the Arthite command, which I'm sure you are way too familiar of. A rifle object, a summoning spell, you should be able, in theory, to reach all the way back to your Arthite trail and find a connection to the source. Strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. It's done now. Walk the steps and head out to the left of the crystal means. Collect this one, which you have met. Another is Morin. To reach him, Kevin, you'll want to avoid the steps. Take the exit on the left, simply stay along to the path. So I go up and left, or down left, and then the third and final person is Bryg, a wire man in charge of trade and distribution. He is found in which exit opposite end of the plaza, so bottom right. Hope you get a feel for this place. My instructions were simple enough. Yeah, crystal clear. Very good. Yep, just give it laid out of town. We all figure it out later. You discovered during your encounter with Captain. People in this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of your origins. That being the case, I would like to ask your hail as the will. I will suggest you claim a share homeland with the Crystal Anarch is unspoken rule here appearing deeply down and mysterious. Fair enough. I just say I'm from here. Trying to meet the large courtiers in town. Until then, farewell. Fare thee well. Sprint is still the same. At the heart of battle. By focusing your senses, take the flow of waves to curse the ether, your connection through thing by using Zelda to the source. Guess first things first, we go up to the personal. Yeah, I guess I should get the, all of the crystals. No, that's down there. I'll get that later. Yep, the 2 new races, male cats and female bunnies. Trade, yeah. Even tells you how far away you're going. Nice if all these names weren't here. I think I just press a button and go away. A resource manager. Rare to see a place so well stocked. Not here. Ah, Catalyst. I'm gonna guess you're new to our city. For what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Etriarch could throw up a barrier if the Sin Eaters come knocking. It's so damn safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized, too. Work together, produce material, resources, and craft the goods. A good city life. This is a place to visit. Coat mending and the Kettle Forge. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handled to you on the plate. Here in Crystal, we work for a living. I see you're no stranger to honest hard labor. If you don't have the whiff of insolence like folk I've met, still have quite pinned down your profession. Where is it you're from? One of the Etriarch's countrymen, you see. Well then, I'll work twice to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even existed if it weren't for him and any friend of his is a friend of ours. Ain't that right? Crystal of Light. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence and pulled the entire thing out of thin air. Was a lock before a drove of refugees began covering around the base, despite for shelter after losing their homes to a flood. How the Crystal One began, Etriarch Inventions buildings started going up, and with the help of some curious relics brought forth from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis that you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the eldest among us swear the Etriarch looked exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all of his secrecy, he has never once let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, folk here will respect your wishes of privacy. I am, however, a little more curious to see crafting talents you might be hiding. So come back when we got the crafting materials. Just ask for Callus and I'll find a Nekir crystalline mean. You can help us keep cogs and grease gears turning. Sprint. Can I jump down, please? That's dumb. All of my matters of opinions. It is dumb. Can I jump off somewhere? Lord Frieza. That man's name is Lord Frieza. Jump down here. This crystal. Run this way. Run down this hall. Oh, it's underground. Wow. Nice. I missed the login time by 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and I had to wait in a queue time of 1,000+ people. Could not get in for a solid, like, a good 10 minutes. It's crazy. Excuse me, miss. Are you currently from purposes? I'm quite familiar with our civic rules, you see. You seem a little bit nervous there. Miss, sir, I can't tell what you are. Have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll even? Scrap of scribbled parchment? My apologies, literature is something of an obsession of mine, as well as a profession. Librarian Morales. In this humble collection is the Cabinet of Curiosity. As your powers of perception, my colleagues and God damn it. My colleagues and I are responsible for curating all matters of tombs, documents, and entities vehicles of the written word. As horrific as the loss of land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, no less catastrophic. We do what we can to preserve any wisdom that survives. See, this is a huge ass library, but I just have to think about it like looking around and like all of these books are all that remains in the entire world. The entire world. This is crazy. Here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair, make yourself more comfortable? Years ago, or near enough not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadow Keeper and the Steward of Darkness. Villains known as the Warrior of Light. A villain known as the Warrior of Light. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world in a form known as unseen cracks. It pooled and swelled without cease until the day of an enormous, blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this the flood of lights. Everything it touches was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet when all seemed lost, a savior appeared before us, the Oracle of Light. She stood twixt us, not approaching doom, and by her power did she stay a flood. Thus was Norvented, and Norvented alone spared the fate she had soared. Tragedy would have arrived in another form from the blasted emptiness, discard the horrors of strange, terrible aspects of the medieval, the folk who have survived. These sin eaters were light incarnates, and the fuel of the present soul night on the sky. Even now, they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, even on the hunt for us, even hungering for our flesh. I apologize for all the yawning. It is currently 4 a.m. here where I am. Waiting all night for this. And thus did the world become what it is. Should you ever want to hear it, just be glad to retell it. Or if you rather I speak about the matters, be my pleasure. James Whitmore, let's tell you about the That's that, I suppose. So, then we have to go to the right. So I'm here. Yes, to the right. This way. I would like to get all the crystallines. I'll probably have to wait. Oh, you're right here. Right. Talk to you. Please. New to the city, friend, the spinning head of wise blows your eye. Welcome, my name is Braggy. I'm the master of these markets. They give the district another official title, but I'm not in the habit of using it. Too floral by half. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipments from Dawn, such as yourself. Finding something new in your size should not be a problem. I'm actually an Aura. What's a drawn? Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is Hum, and the taller one is an elf. Oh, Hume. The taller one is an elf. The sturdy individual is a Galgant. The one with the horns is a Drawn, like you. And the large, scaly chap with the long necks and an axe of raising livestock, those are the Zune. Which is apparently not a name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which Farthorn region do you hail from. Ah, the same as the Etriarch. Well, that would explain it. You don't get much further flung than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through here in recent years, despite their Obvious learning. They're flooded. Years? Hold on. Is everyone gonna be grown up? Everyone's gonna be grown up. Cause when Minfilia took back the Warrior of Darkness, that was but 1 year ago in my time. But to them it was 100 years ago. 100 years. Should you find yourself confused by a language of customs, I will be here to answer your questions. The people of the first. I like it. Humes. Like human. Tall one's an elf. Got a Drons, like dragons. And, Zune, I don't know why. Yeah, that's like all of it. There's one more over here. I'm just gonna get this real quick. Don't want to jump down there. Howling abyss of nothing. One over here. Oh, that's not simply go back up the stairs and around. And then jump down. Yeah, I'm streaming in 720p, which I'm actually really happy with, considering that it's been like 480p for the past few streams. I do not know why, but it has been. Not as many bunny people as I was honestly expecting. I was expecting like 90% of the people would be switching to the bunny race. No lie. Not going to lie. Down, kill myself there. And last but not least, I do believe, because I've gotten all of them. Yes. Oh, over here. Yep, I've gotten them all. You can now access the Ethernet link. Lakeside. Etriarch, how did you fare? Did my colleagues clear picture of the world of people? Yep, flow of light, the people of the first. Seem treated to most of through introductions. I understand it was something of a chore, but it was necessary to grasp on things before we proceed. As for the Crystal Towers, which you may notice the detail was sparse. The structure is, in fact, the self-same one that you know as the source. Transported to the first of its entry. It was my first attempt to breach the boundary between worlds. Of a trial run, eventually classic. And though I do not know which era I tore it from, I do know of its arrival serves as a promotion. All of these names are a little ridiculous. So I got chest piece. Now it's time for leggings. You've done what I requested, and something in the world. Find yourself in the bardic combat. Request to my quarters. I must go ahead and tower and organize a few things, but I shall see you there. The tower gate lies open then? Yes, of course, it will be open and closed just like any other business exchange. I know not how the time functions in your time, but I assure there is no danger of us being locked inside. Patriarch waits for you inside.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind.
Okay.
Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions.
Yes.
To put it simply, they are here in the First.
Okay.
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the Source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the First, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
So they all could have been within years of each other.
That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Okay.
As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5.
Thancred has been here for 5 years, and Y'shtola and Urianger, Uring, I can never pronounce his name correctly, have been here for 3 years. What about the twins?
Even our more recent arrivals, Alphinaud and Alizé, have lived in the First for almost a year.
5, 3, and 1.
My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Because we're all connected by the light.
As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Well, fuck you, too. Was it with their credit ending up random places naked? We gotta find a way to send them back. Then again,
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Okay.
In his vision of tomorrow, the First was rejoined with the Source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th Umbral Calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
He watched me die.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the First, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
Okay.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For the moment. But I'll see you keep that promise.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
I want to see my friends, damn it. Christian boasts in numbers of residents districts, but I am informed that a room has just become available in the palace, which it turns out is perfect. As will take us past the markets and introductions to their wares. There you go. Universal markets. People running in random directions.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
My coins still suffice?
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
It's like you heard me in real life. I don't like that.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice.
That's good, I guess.
From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
That's good, I guess. Oh, hey, that's, Poetics. What's that phone? Those are phone cases, 100%.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
It has to be. Hold on. I'm not sure if that's like. I'm pretty sure those were
Avan
poetics.
Kerem Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
I do not like the voice and the way you look.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
Your voice and your look do not match.
This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift. How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin.
I don't like this, guys. I don't like this.
But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yeah.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Snae Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other.
Matter Dead, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Raise your hand.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the fairy here.
Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
Lady, you need to calm down.
Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
I just give myself a
Mayhap a
convenient-
message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
How you doing, Matter Dead? It's now 4:37 in the morning here. I have work at 6 a.m., so not much longer I can be on for this. Oh. Crow would be the smartest choice. But Tataru.
Consider it done.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings.
Is that so? How have I been? I have been good. I have been waiting for this release for a long time now. Oh, my arm locked in place. Ah, there we go.
They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
How have you been, my good man? Why are you doing up so early? As a result of the pact with Pharaoh, you can now access delivery movables, arc boards, and summoning bells while in the first. Let's go through a whole tutorial phase just to access the other world. That's. Do I have to go up or? I did not respond thinking that you were asleep, but now that I know you are awake, yes, yes I did. Manager of the Suites. God, there's so many people with this new update. Ooh, a vendor. Well, since I've seen it. Make you a private room here in the palace during your stay. Make it easy as you're ready to retire to the manager. We'll show you your lodgings, pay restaurants, views to the Arcade Awning. Thank you for answering the call. We are denied the cover. Click private quarters. Trying to make videos so people stop unsubscribing. Good for you, man. Good for you. You just do what you love doing. Find something you love doing and make a video out of it. That's what I always recommend. Oh, that is a fucking gorgeous view. And that lovely evening sky. The Warrior of Darkness!
I know you. You're the Warrior of Light from the Source.
Oh, your axe is still stained in blood. Warrior of Darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me? Oh, gods, how long has it been? That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the Source. A daft one, looking back.
The Warrior of Darkness. Yes. Yes, I will. Daft one looking back. YouTube is easier
If
to
you
access.
recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood.
Yes.
We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the Source and try to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant.
Norvrant, that's how you say it.
Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness.
Oh, those
Tell me,
instant
do you know
sad
the year?
eyes.
How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
5 years. Yes, the live stream will be on YouTube. Do not worry. Like I said in that last video, a big update I'll put up a big update probably this upcoming Monday. This guy says 5 winters.
100 years. 100 long years.
Oh, he asked when we started the flood. Yeah, that was 100 years ago. But we stopped it. What? Yeah, about 100 years ago.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
That's so sad.
I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
I'm here to save your fucking world. Sorry, Matter. Sadly, no, I cannot. After this stream, I have to get ready for work.
You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
It's quite upsetting. Oh, wow, I'm stiff there like a dead body. I'll try to explain this here in a second when this is unloading, or when the next dialogue pops up. I'll pause the dialogue queue. Alright, cool. So, if you have not played Final Fantasy, so basically, in all aspects of RPGs or any kind of like fantasy fighting, whatever, there's always the fight between light and dark. Well, the thing is, in this world, the light conquered the darkness and destroyed it. That being said, is that so like when evil kills off the good, the world is consumed by darkness and eventually destroyed. Well, here they tell us it's the same the other way around. When the good defeats the evil, the light will soon consume the world and all of its life. So that the warrior of darkness was once a warrior of light, and he vanquished all evil in the world, all darkness, and then his world was almost consumed by light. Him and his band of warriors came to our world, hoping that that the same thing would not happen to them. So they but the thing is that time in our world is different from theirs. So what they saw as measly as 1 year of trying to stop other worlds being consumed by light was 100 years. So Minfilia, the Oracle of Light, came to this world trying to stop them, but that was 100 years ago, whereas to us was 1 year ago. So he has been wandering aimlessly, and Minfilia, the Oracle of Light, stopped the light from consuming this world. It consumed 9/10 of this world. So only what's left is pretty much this city and a small bit of the wilderness outside. The rest of the world has been consumed by light. So, but for some reason, after they stopped the light from consuming the world, only Minfilia and the rest of the warriors of darkness perished. They died. But for some reason, he lived. And he's been wandering the world aimlessly for 100 years. And now we need to find out why. And we need to see if we can save the world. This game has an amazing storyline to it. I highly recommend that you guys, I've always recommended, this is the best MMORPG that I have ever played, and I have played my fair share of them. The only downside to this game is it is pay to play. I think it's like $15 a month. Or like $120 a year, or something like that. Yeah, Triarch. Am I gonna tell this guy that I met the Warrior of Darkness?
How did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest?
Barely. I'm gonna tell him. What's with the dim look?
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Urianger was a warrior of darkness. This is all that's left of the world.
This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
Lakeland, gotcha.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Fairy Kingdom, Urianger, gotcha.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak'tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
The forest of Rak'tika. Gotcha.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
I got it.
As such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Alright.
Alphinaud is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphinaud journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
Alright, so gathering allies, trying to not start a rebellion. Continue.
Alizé, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armorang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alizé felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Alphinaud first.
So, will it be Calusia or Armorang? It matters not which you choose to visit. Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
I want to go find Alphinaud first.
But you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
I got myself some pants. See, the problem here is that the gear that I'm getting is not as good as the gear I have here, sadly, because when you finish the storyline of Stormblood, your gear ends off at 380, and the gear he's giving you is 385, so slightly better than the end gear, but there has been numerous amounts of ways you can upgrade your gear even further past. There's even a way to get your gear up to level 400, but I stopped at the 390, not needing to get at the 400. TP is gone. That being said, my inventory is nearly full. Not just from gears and shite. I want a search of Alphino. Is it Alphino? Yes. As I mentioned, he's acting on the West Coast. You'll meet a mountain community. Here's a letter. Present him, Master Beast. Blah blah blah. Going to Alphino. Guards. Search of Alizé. Oh, they're like back to back. Any other questions you have for me? Alizé will be overjoyed to see your safety. Your well-being. She impressed upon me how regrettable the timing of her summoning was repeatedly. I'm sending her will garner a measure of forgiveness. Here, this letter and John's address to the man cascade in the caverns. Well, we're at Alphino. Search of Alphino. I have to go to Thermaris's rookery. I cannot wait. Careful when I'm clicking. God, these buttons are so sensitive. Rookery. PlayStation screens. Alright, buddy, give me something that can fly. What business do you have in my rookery? Country art. Our most friendly wolf. Armoro, you say? Oh yes, mounts like the brave friend over here to compensate in these parts. But I gather where you hail further afield from country. Roads, customs to chocobos, perhaps. There are a few places where they ride locals. Safely is my responsibility. Bring their things and meet me at the Ariel launch. One of the Dream Retainers. Okay. Sights of the first. Already got my side quests. Side quests here. Up and above. Alright, so the Ariel launch. Master MG is going with. You can also use your ether compass to locate the currents of the new region. If you lose a compass, speak with Chen Wei and leave launch. Lost compasses can be replaced by speaking to Gelmont and the Forgotten Knights of Foundation back in Ishgard. Wow.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At Light's Edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Colusia. Gemnet Digimani. Yeah, buddy. We arrived. This is the Cackling Shell Beach, the eastern coast of Colusia. You should be safe here at Redlands. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eaters' attack are far less apparent. The naive beasts are no more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Spy that in the city in the distance, that is Elmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystallium in scale and was once an ally in our battle against the Abominations. For years, the Elmore elites have fenced themselves master of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer leaders of other settlements their protection if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. Crystallium is one of them among the many who resist their heavily handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationships are strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Outrider during your stay there, especially in the vicinity of the city. I'm glad we understand each other. Now the Outrider has instructed me to defend a secret that should be made finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. How many hours have you spent on this game? That's a good question. That's a good question. I do not know how you find that out. Let me see if I can find that out. Let's see. What would it be called? Like hours played? Into Final Fantasy 14. For those curious, now / playtime. Alright, so, okay. So, if I put / playtime, I have played a total of 37 days, 10 hours. So, okay, 37 days and 11 hours. That's 59 minutes. Is how much time I've put into this game. Though I look into like some people on here, 655 days. My alarm is going off. I will be right back. Jesus Christ. Someone has their time set to 655 days. That's 15,000 hours of gameplay. Hold on. How many hours is in 37 days? 888 hours. I have less than 1,000 hours of game time, but let's see. 98, 99. I have 900 hours of game. A friend of the Christian lives there, a man named Ivor. Ivor keeps an eye on everything, and it's going to be able to point you in the right direction. Find a friend, I'll say that. There's Crystal up there. I can eventually fly here. Hobgoblins. I won't go into myself real quick. 900 hours of gameplay. 1,000 hours. I don't know if that's like the longest I've spent on a game. I want to know, like, what's the longest game I have? It's true I've been playing League of Legends for 5-ish years, but I don't think I have. I would have over 1,000 hours on that, but I don't think I would have that many hours on it. I think only like 2,000 hours at most. Ivor. What are you after? Fish, crab? I even got an eel in a barrel somewhere if you guys like the taste of them. I do love a bit of time. Chuck some in the pan, and it's like a bloody festival of flavor. Now, what can I do? So you can't say there's been any major upsets reports in these past few weeks. Oh no, I know the one, the young champion of Downridden. Elmore's richer than all of Narvan's put together, but it's a different story for them as they live outside the city. Most spend a waking moment trying to stay alive, which makes your friend typically helping others stand out. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now and get a message to him, but you'll need somewhere quiet to meet away from Grand Eyes. Make for Steltide. That's the fishing village just up the path here. Or rundown excuse for a tavern locals called Leaky Keel. There, see how often will join you. Alright, if you say so. See, it's funny because it's like the other fat chocobo, when he runs, he got the it has the little leafy green. But I'm curious as to when he flies, because when he flies, the fat one turns to cake. Welcome back, Matter Dead. I did not realize you left. Keep. Got that. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm supposed to go in here. A lot of, oh, destination right there. God damn it. It's your first time in Catholics to buy a drink. If you mean the loiter, you'll have, what is it we have? Ale, mead, water. exotic. Where'd you come by coins like that? Well, I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. I'm not about to be begging for one from the neighbors, so you'll just have to come with some other arrangements. Here's an idea. There's common in the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating them. Go do some extermination for me. Do that. Yes. You can have your drink on the house. Well, welcome back nonetheless, my good friend. Welcome back to the stream. What am I going to be doing here? A blighted crop. Here. Interacting. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. Perhaps the recording is hard. Hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. Break down the door. No one is home, and by judging the lack of furniture, they haven't been here for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetable on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Damn, that sucks. We'll probably find Alphino and then we'll probably end the stream here. To be perfectly well honest. The good for nothing caretaker save for himself. Gone. Must have gone and left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gate Town, outside anymore. You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were just another. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat and have whatever you like, dear. More than earn it, and I'll even throw in another drink on the house.
And how is business today, Mistress Theva?
That voice acting.
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
Tis good to see you, my friend.
Don't you start crying on me.
The barley seeds you wanted. They should produce a better harvest than the last.
What, just like that? Oh, Alfino, you really are a dear. Well, I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsu. It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
It's been so long.
Huh. Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
Everything since we last spoke.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable. And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may. It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change. But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral Calamity.
The 8th Umbral Calamity. And how do we do that? We sacrifice ourselves.
Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the Calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire. Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose. Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Ascians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more.
Jesus.
Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course. In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail. But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat.
Yeah.
One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
Damn straight. You got a good heart.
That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Always.
and so we take to the road once more.
Who else is still on? Alright, Alpha no. White oak gear covers for the ring. Make for the city outskirts. Alrighty. Well guys, sadly this has been fun and all, but this is where I have to call it. Okay. I'm all tired and everything, but I have work. I've decided to stay up all night and wait for this. In doing so, I might very well regret it at work today. But it is my fault. My burden to bear. So until then, I hope you all have enjoyed. Huzzah, level 61. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to leave a like and share, and because there will, and ring that bell because there will be more videos coming up. Probably even later today, because it is now 5:22 a.m. Mountain Pacific Standard Time. So until then, we will have everything. We'll have everything ready to go, and I will have to start getting ready for work. So you guys have a good rest of your night, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a good rest of your night, guys.